Hey, what's up everybody? I know I look really tired. I'm sorry, it's just about bedtime, but I decided to do up this video to show you guys something very interesting that I came across the other day. As you guys can tell by the video title already, but before I get into the video proper, I just want to give a really big shout out to Germ of the Nerf Mods and Reviews blog. Congratulations Germ on hitting 4 million page views. That's dope. So if you guys have some time, and if you don't know already by now, go check it out. It's nerfmodsandreviews.com. That's Germ's blog. Alright, so anyway, talking about what's in the video, it looks like this. Alright, so this thing was actually made by a Nerf user, Singaporean Nerfer, that goes by the name of Drizzle. That's how you pronounce his name. It's spelled as D-R-Y-X-H-Y-L, Drizzle. And he basically made this little attachment that goes onto a very interesting and very seldom used area in a Longshot, and it's basically meant to, you know, fit I don't know, 20mm rail stuff. And this is actually a prototype. This is version 2. There was a version 1, but he didn't pass that one to me, and he also made an improvement on this, which is a version 3 that I'll get into in a short while. So this thing is actually made out of a 3D printer, and this particular version was made out of, according to him, regular PVC resin, and he doesn't really know the exact name, but it's pretty sturdy, this one. And it's a male and female connector like that, so it splits into half. Alright, so let me just quit the talking and show you guys what you're supposed to do with this. Right, so you grab your Longshot, and this piece over here just fits into this groove right here at the front of the Longshot, and as you can tell, it kind of just stays in there. It's more like a friction fit, feels pretty snug honestly, and then you just slip on the other half and it looks like this. So this thing is able to accept the Magpul M-Bus flip up side. I got the back one, okay, I got the front one over here. This is the flip up side. You just squeeze the bottom and yeah, it flips up like that. So oops, I dropped the nut. That's what she says. But anyway, you slip it on like that, and then you're supposed to tighten it, but basically it holds the flip up side like that, right? Like so. Or you can do it the other way if you want to. Yep, so it looks something like this. Now I believe that the reason why he actually came out with this attachment idea was because he actually got himself a pair of these M-Bus flip up sides, and they come in a pair like I just mentioned. One is for the back end and one is for the front, as you can tell. Whatever, I forgot what is it, I can't remember the term now, I'm sleepy, I'm sorry. But yeah, the aperture pieces are different. This goes on the front, this goes on the back. And you attach it onto the rail of the Longshot, which is over here. They're pretty close, and they don't make that much sense. So, you know, in nerfing applications, you don't really need the back half of it, you just need the front aperture. So this kind of helps you because it's further up front, so it improves your aiming by a little bit, just a bit though. But this thing is, you know, meant to hold this particular version 2, as you can see, is squared off, so it's just made to, you know, hold on to that flip up side. So what Drizzle did was he came up with a version 3 that he improved on this, and the finished product looks, oh, sorry, it's over here, like this. It's modeled after standard 20mm Picatinny rail. It's more like a rail attachment now, so it's very close to a real weapon firearm, sort of a real rail attachment, or whatever you want to call it, just a rail or airsoft stuff. And it also splits in half. This particular one is made out of photosensitive, medically compliant type of PVC. Yeah, I was trying to think of the word and I'm sorry about it. But yeah, just let me show you how it fits on. Right, so it goes on this way like so, and yeah, so as you can see, it's a longer rail and a lot more grooves, and looks very much like a standard Picatinny rail. I believe I have one here. Yeah, I do. Okay, so this is a standard straight Picatinny rail. Looks like that, so you guys can compare. Alright, I know you can't really see, but for those of you who have access to 3D printers, you know, this is something that you could make out of a 3D printer. And let me just put on the flip up side on this one. So it goes on like that. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not tightening it, but anyway, this particular version 3, gives you a lot more options on where you want it to sit. You can just tighten it down, up to you. It's totally your choice. A lot of customizing options. So yeah, this is the 3D printed Longshot Picatinny attachment. And if you guys actually have access to a 3D printer, I will provide the STL files in the video description below. Credits go to Drizzle, of course. He's the one that created this. And unfortunately though, guys, those of you that do not have access to a 3D printer, I'm sorry. Drizzle actually made a few of these pieces by using leftover resin material from school projects. He doesn't have access to a 3D printer per se, just that he gets to use it from time to time. I don't think he will ever have access again because his project's over. But he had access to a 3D printer, and then he basically did a version 1 and then upgraded it to version 2 and then upgraded it to version 3. So mad props to him for doing that. And those of you who have access to a 3D printer, I believe that you guys can actually print these kind of stuff in different colors. So yeah, I don't know what kind of material that you guys will use because I'm not that tech savvy. But yeah, for more pictures and high resolution pictures and different applications where I actually put a laser painter, please go check out Jum's blog and Nerf Mods and Reviews. The link will be in the video description once the blog post is ready for viewing, ready and up and posted nicely. So yeah, thought that was really interesting, so I just wanted to show it to you guys. Right, and the last thing is, of course, it's still compatible with the attachments, so I will show you with the fan gun. So it just goes on like that. It's perfectly fine, just sits right there, not getting in the way or obstructing any of your other functions of the Nerf blaster. Last thing for you to take note though is that Drizzle would like to make a disclaimer that this thing is just friction fit, and the way it's made, because it's by a 3D printer, he does not recommend, if any of you guys are actually thinking of printing one and trying to attach rifle sling attachments to it, because he doesn't know how strong it'll hold up. He didn't test it, and neither did I. I don't intend to do so. You already have a sling point over here. So since this thing is only friction fit and just connected by the male and female halves, as you can see, you can just easily pull it out. Doesn't take much effort to do so. It might either break or it might just split apart, and you don't want that. So disclaimer done. I hope you guys have fun. Those of you who have access to 3D printer, please go ahead, download the STL files, go print your hearts out, but remember to give credit to Drizzle. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to bring you more interesting stuff in the future. Peace and good night.